Hey, there he is.
There he is.
Glen. You know what's starting tonight, Glenn, in Saskatchewan, and I'm excited? 6-a-side, 9-a-side high school football.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And I just heard the discussion on Mexico. Let me start with a quick story here, if I could.
Were you teaching scuba there as well?
Well, years and years ago, okay, before the Cayman Adventures started, the same buddy, by the way, who had the place down in Cayman, his name is Ron Achille, still a friend of mine, and he and I started a business called Aquavista Vacations. Aquavista.
I love this already.
Aquavista Vacations was a travel, vacation deal. So we'd go down to Mexico, like Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, been to both. And we'd go down to those two spots because they were so popular and that's where all the tourists went anyway. And we would do, we'd go to the hotels and you'd have to take, my buddy and I would have to go and we'd have to take 10 to 2 weeks to do business deals down
Scope
there, right?
them out. You got to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to get the good rates. Like if we bring 30 customers down, what kind of rate can we get on the rooms? What's our scuba diving deal? Can we go snorkeling? Are we good? Yeah.
I need to know the royal suite. What's the bed like? What's the bathroom? I need to stay. I need to experience it, amigo.
So we'd go down to Mexico, and what we thought is to change the diving, scuba diving, snorkeling trips to a football or soccer on the beach. So we'd get portable nets made, and we'd literally sell to North Vancouver teams, like soccer teams that would get 10 of their soccer buddies, and we'd play 7-on-7 soccer down there. And you take down 8 teams of 7 people, and we go to Puerto Vallarta or Mazatlan. And just to your point about the late night room service, which I can't tell you how many times we'd go with all these athletes, hockey guys, soccer guys that come down and we'd play touch football on the beach and all that stuff. And every one of them almost would say, I can't believe it. My stomach is off. And it must be the water down here. and I would say to them every time, I would say, hey, I've been with you almost every minute of this trip, and you haven't drank any water yet. It's all tequila. Yeah. It's all tequila all the time. In fact, I've seen you eat the worm out of the bottom of the bottle. So don't tell me your stomach's upset from the water.
It has nothing to do with water. It's never the water.
Man.
You've been living off guacamole and tequila. It's not the water.
I love it. Love it down there. That's so funny. That's great. Hey, you're getting ready for a big weekend personally.
Yeah, well, son Jared is getting married. He was over today. We're going over some of the details. There's going to be about 100 people there. They're so low key. They don't want any of the church stuff, and they've done the documentation. So this is just a huge reception that we're doing at a microbrewing pub in North Vancouver. And so it's going to be real casual, couple speeches. I'm going to make one. Haven't worked on it yet, but gonna
got a day.
I got 48 hours to figure that one out. So got to do a speech, but I'm real happy for them. They've been together for 15 years, and now they're making it official. And it's going to turn into a massive jam session. And I am, because he's bringing a couple of guitars and mics that he'll set up on the stage. There'll be a DJ there, but he's going to set up the guitars and mics. So, at some point, he's going to get up for sure and start singing.
What's his go-to? Right? Yeah. What's his first one he's going to go with?
Yeah, that's a great question, because if I, if the tips start flying, and I might even start tipping my own son, like, here's $50. Give me friends in low places right out of the gate. Come on. And he'll veto that for sure. Take the 50 and say, no.
Not helping you out. Not helping you out. No.
No, I'm just kidding. You know what? What would his go-to be? It depends on
Keith Urban? Does he do Keith Urban?
Yeah,
making memories of us is a real nice wedding song.
Yeah, but he's not going to play wedding songs. He's going to play music that everybody's going to dance to. Sing
The
along.
first one might want to get right to the feels.
No.
Hit everybody in the feels with one out of the gate.
Well, I know Alexia, who's from Spain, wants some Spanish guitar too. So she wants a little of that, which he can do. And the Super Bowl guy, Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Thank you. I think I overheard them talking about her wanting a Bad Bunny song first. So
really? Okay.
So I have I've never heard him play a Bad Bunny song, although he might have, and I would have looked to my wife and said, "What's that song?" And
you should tell him that you're getting up and you're singing Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought halfway through my speech, I just started to walk over to the guitars and say, you know what? I know the whole group here would really like me to sing a song. Because I know they don't want me to, but I know they do want him to.
and then go with Def Leppard, Love Bites. Great wedding song.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like Jared, when he was in Nashville, one of the things that got everybody up and moving was some Doobie Brothers. So he might just break into some Doobies or something like that.
That usually puts me in the couch, but okay.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like that's a great question, but I did overhear a Bad Bunny discussion. So there might
I got onto a Bad Bunny little kick there after the Super Bowl. Music's really catchy. I could see why he's very, 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 very popular. I got to mention this before we continue. Just got a text message in here. People listening in Regina, Sask Drive and Broad Street, massive accident, backed up for a long ways. Probably up to here, we can see it.
Yeah. So
avoid Sask Drive and Broad Street. Thanks for the text message. Cindy sent that one in.
Very nice.
Okay, Glenn, what are you guys doing? Can I? I'm a big ask question about wedding. What's the meal? Is it a buffet? Is it a sit down? It's at a brewery. You said.
You got to use the buffet. No, it's going to be catered something like real appetizer,
pheasant
sandwich,
spring rolls.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It's again low key. All the drinks are on the dad though. Guess who's the dad?
That'd be you then.
The bride's dad's got to buck up as well. Let's get some of that Spanish cash out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I made the big error of volunteering too quickly in that regard.
Yeah, that's a bad move.
You can always turn back and be like, well, I said the first hour. Not the whole night.
I said the first round. First round was on me.
I'm happy to help if you can help. I'm happy to help, but it's gonna be great. And again, 15 years together, so she's already been family for all these years. So it's
wow. Good on you. Congratulations to Jared and the crew. Send me a picture. Text me a picture this weekend. That's super exciting. So obviously you're not calling any football games this weekend. You have the weekend off. I am very intrigued about this game in Regina though, Glenn, because Toronto's already come in here and beat us. We know Chad Kelly can sling it around the yard. He could also throw 5 interceptions, but he might throw 6 touchdowns. How are you breaking down the game between the Riders and Argonauts?
Yeah, I think the loss in the receiving core to injury has caught up to them. Obviously, the Riders in the last couple of games. I mean, they got by against Ottawa, but we've seen Ottawa self-destruct in almost every game they've played in one way or another, and that wasn't a true test. But when they did play teams like Hamilton and BC, then the loss of Sam Emelis that you're seeing on the feed now, I know he returned for the BC game, but no Schaefer Baker. And then, when those type of things hit, when you get hit with injuries in one receiving or one area like the receivers, often a coordinator like Mueller will decide to go like heavy sets with an extra lineman and a fullback, and they'll run the ball more. But now you got a young running back in Connolly who's coming back off injury, and you don't have AJ Ouellette. So I'm sure they're a little reluctant just to sort of switch strategies until they get the receivers back. although you can mix more into it, and I like Connolly, I'm just saying that, it's you don't want to completely change now. You're kind of waiting out getting some of those guys back. And that's maybe why Bridges should play. Even if you have to kind of break the huddle and tell him what he's got on every play, he may be needed. I see that the hostility in some cases in Rider Nation has been shifted from the kicker to the free safety. I see that that's happened over the last week, and we'll see what happens. I think Lacombo, if he's going to be the guy there, he's probably got slightly better speed, a little more agile. Does not have a lot of career interceptions in his over 50 games he's played in. He's not started in all of those games at safety, but he's had opportunities and hasn't made the big play in the interception department.
How do they make it a little bit easier on safeties? Explain that to us and to people. How can they make it a little bit easier on the safeties? Do they play more of a cover 2, or what should they do?
Well, you can, yeah. I mean, if you go to more zones like cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, it's actually simpler than, we try to make it sound like it's more complicated than it really is. I mean, if you go to a cover 2, there's 2 deep safeties, basically. One is the free safety usually. The other is a halfback or corner, depending on how you rotate. It can be the Sam as well that will drop back. And so you have 2 deep splitting the field in half. And then you have either zones underneath, or you can play cover 2 man with man-to-man underneath. And then those 2 high players for any deep routes they can help on. And what it does to help the free safety is it cuts his responsibility down in a big way, because now he's only dealing with helping half the field, not basically 3/4 of the field. The wide side corner, even with these hash marks changes, basically on his own anyway. If you play any kind of man-to-man look, the wide side corner is basically on his own. But the 2 halfbacks, so the slot positions on offense, or the short side wide out, the safety needs to be responsible for, in basic man-to-man cover 1 defense, in helping those 3 players. He needs to be the deep guy. He can't be influenced when he gets layered routes. In other words, if BC runs a dig over the middle with McInnes and then a seam route behind it, then the safety can't jump the dig route thinking he's going to make a play there and leave that deeper one on the seam wide open. And I know I'm sort of getting...
Yeah, no, but even worse than that is the old dig from the wide out, wheel from the inside guy.
Yeah. So you want to stay with depth, and the way you can help, to your question, Barney, is if you play more cover 3, you're splitting it into thirds now. So the safety only has not between the hash marks where they are now, but a little wider than that. But he has the middle of the field deep in that zone, and there's 2 players outside him that have that part of the field. So there's ways to do that. You're susceptible
to the run more, right?
Well, if you're playing 2-man, yes, because everyone's got their back to you, so you can't get as much run support from DBs or linebacker, Sam linebacker who's covering. If you're playing zones, though, your run defense should be just as solid, because you're dropping to your spot, but you're still facing the play. So you can react, come out of it, and as soon as you see the ball handed off, you just head to the football.
Discipline. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So
I got a question for you on Toronto's defense. Sean Lemon has gone to the Fountain of Youth, drank from whatever water he got. Are you going to drink the same? First off, to come back. But what a difference he's made to their defense in such a short period of time. As a 38-year-old.
So, Sharky, you're saying that red wine is not the elixir we're looking for?
He's drinking by himself in a hotel room in Melford.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Because I thought that was the elixir we were looking for.
Yeah, I've used it. It hasn't turned out well. Yeah.
Good Chianti is not working. Yeah. But anyway, I hate Sean Lemon. Good for him, man. Like, first of all, I've said this many times when it comes to when we somehow take for granted when a guy is playing at such a high level, like, a Matthew Betts or, someone who's a rush end, that we start to take for granted because they are so skilled and talented at what they do. And then all of a sudden they're gone, and you just don't realize how great they were. I think Sean Lemon is that player. I mean, he had some issues. Don't get me wrong. He's not this, angel child or anything. He's had some off-field stuff. But as far as his skill on the field, his toolkit is more full than any toolkit in the business when it comes to pass rush moves, straight power, quick hands, quick feet, that first step off the line of scrimmage, all those things that make a great rush end. He's as good as any we've seen. And the surprising part is that when he's doing it in the fourth quarter, last week when I watched the Bombers, the question to me was, are the Bombers still that Bomber team, or are they getting older and that's going to catch up to them as the season goes on and as a game goes on? And you saw that game against Edmonton, how the first half they looked like they were back and the second half was completely different. So I'm watching that again this week, and it's the same for a player. Sean Lemon in the fourth quarter is still getting it done. So, man, wow.
In 40 seconds, can you give us what's your take on how big the Calgary game is, Calgary-Hamilton?
Huge, and it sounds like VA is trending in the right direction as far as being able to go. I don't know if that's been completely official just yet, but I do know that 2 days ago, the report from Dave Dickinson was trending in the right direction, as is Diedrich Mills, because both left and both were injured. If they're not in, it almost equals the field, because Hamilton's got a decent defense. So does Calgary. And Hamilton's trying to find wins through backup quarterbacks and rotations there, including Trey Ford and others. And we'll see about VA. If VA's not ready, it equals the playing field in that game.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy.
Wedding. Yep. Exciting. And then can't wait to see you next weekend when you work, because I'm not in on Tuesday, Thursday, but I'll see you at the game for sure before the game.
Yeah, that sounds great. And I'm going to send you the 20-second blame it all on my roots. You showed up with suits.
That showed up with suits. There we go.
New line. Love it.
There he is. One of the owners of Aqua Vista Vacations, Glen Suitor, joining us here on the Sports Cage for Freeze Tallman. Love it. Love you, Suits. Talk to you
Take care.
in a week.
Thanks, man.
It is the Sports Cage. We'll be right back.